the movie The Big Easy, Cajun music has gone mainstream. That's great for the trendsetters, but it doesn't much please the people who created the music in the first place. As one of them put it, if you want to find the real thing and not some slicked-up, polished-up interpretation of it, get off the main road. Well, tonight we're going to a place that's way off the main road, to southwest Louisiana, where the people are Cajun and Creoles. Among the folks that you're about to meet are a farmer, a writer, teacher, furniture maker, and an accordion builder. But ask them who they really are, and they're more likely to break into song than spout off some profession. Music is what separates them from us, and they'd prefer to keep it that way.
There's a man, a friend of mine, who was at my store a couple of weeks ago and said, "Mark," he said, "I got something that you want." "Oh," I said, "No, you don't." I said, "No, you don't." "Oh, yes, he does." I said, "No, you don't, because I don't want anything. You know, I don't want anything. I want a little bit of cold beer in the afternoon and some food, and that's about it. Other than that, I don't want to be too hot in the summertime, and I don't want to be too cold in the wintertime. But other than that, there's nothing that I want." He said, "Well, I got something you want." I said, "No, you don't." "Yeah," he said, "I do." I said, "What?" He said, "An 18-pound catfish." I said, "You're right." So he came over, and we got under the trees outside, made a fire, and we cooked us an 18-pound catfish, and that's what I wanted.
Travel west out of New Orleans. Past Baton Rouge and across the Atchafalaya swamp lie the bayous full of catfish and the fertile prairies of the place they call Acadiana, home to the descendants of the original Acadians.
In 1755, the Cajun was exiled from Nova Scotia. They were exiled from Acadia. They were put on a boat and they drifted down the Mississippi River.
They just kept going westward through the swamp until they came upon this beautiful farmland, the prairies.
I mean, they lost half of their people. There were 20,000 Acadians at first, and maybe 8,000 made it to Louisiana. That they heard of this place. They wanted to come to be with their people, their brotherhood. And that is sort of evident in the music that is unaffected.
The homeland of the Cajuns and the Creoles is isolated, the environment harsh. Life has never been easy here, and when the oil industry bottomed out in the early 80s, the people returned to the land for survival.
The people around here, they had such a hard time, they had such a hard life, that that's why most probably on weekend the people have fun. Because more or less, on weekdays, they go through hell.
Perhaps the melodies are from France and from Canada, but the rhythm, the lifestyle, I mean, we're in the tropics here, you know, and the lifestyle is slow, the life is hard, so the music, you play the music hard, you play it with velocity. People say, "Wow, that was a great song. We had a great time dancing. It was uplifting." What was it about? Well, it was about a musician who wanted to marry this woman, and he was sent away. When we came back, she died. You know, you go, "What?" You know, it didn't sound at all like this.
You know, they're very simple. It's like, "Oh, my heart's hurting. My baby left me. Oh, it's so, she's gone again." I mean, those are the main themes of the song. She's gone again. They left, you know. It's songs of loneliness, cries of pain.
There's nothing mousy about it. In other words, as a friend of mine says, it's not mouse music, or it's not the musique pour les morts, music for the dead people, you know. It's got a lot of spunk.
black Creoles learned repertoire from the French Cajuns, and the Cajuns learned style from the black Creoles. And they produced two parallel music styles, one called Cajun music and the other called Zydeco.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome each and every one in the house here tonight.
The black music Zydeco came from a smash hit song by the king of Zydeco, Mr. Clifton Chenier. And the name of the song that Clifton made real famous was Les Zydeco sont pas salés, the snap beans ain't salty. And it was a song, and it's a nonsense song that is the epitome of Zydeco. And everybody just started calling the music Zydeco. A lot of people say, "Como les Zydeco?" How are the snap beans? You know, it means like, what's happening? I think it's a real thing that holds the Acadian society together, the dance hall scene and the music. And the music still, they're so proud of it. They're so proud of their own music, and there's so many musicians here.
We always did love to perform our music around the area, naturally, but at one point our music had died out, and we were kind of ashamed to play music for the, as we say, the foreigners, you know, people from up north.
My grandmother and grandfather, and even my father and mother, when they got to school, they were told that if they spoke French on the school grounds, they would be punished. So they didn't have an opportunity to learn the language of their home or heritage.
But today there's still 1 million people speaking French. So it didn't work too well, you know. They've been oppressed by les Américains around here, you know, the ones who speak English and who were non-Cajuns, and they still play their music. You can beat them, you can make fun of them, but they're gonna continue doing what they damn well feel like doing. I speak out against a lot of things. I speak out to the Cajuns to say, look, what makes your music is the fact that it is different. Don't change that. Don't package that. Don't commercialize it with something that makes your music inferior, makes it sound like everything else in the world. Don't let them convince you to give up your hot bowl of gumbo in favor of a cold American hot dog.
One day, people might get tired of it. Fine. We're still going to come back here. We'll do what we do. I think it's good because we don't let it affect us, and we never will. And I don't want to change the music for somebody else.
We're not going to try to make it cuter, and we're not going to try to make it more palatable to the American public. We're just not, and because we want it to be what it is.
If you want to be anything in this world nowadays, be yourself. And as Clifton Chenier very eloquently put it, be what you is. If you're old and ugly, be old and ugly. but be what you is.